A resident coalition is a group of local residents who work together to address issues affecting their lives. The fourth step in launching a resident coalition is to promote sustainability. Sustainability is about supporting resident coalitions to continue their activities over time. In other words, it means making sure residents continue having a way to come together to problem solve local issues and take action. One way to promote sustainability is to anticipate and address member turnover. Resident coalitions are dynamic, and resident members will naturally circulate in and out. It can be helpful to determine in advance when and how you'll recruit additional members to fill in the gaps. For example, will you start recruiting when your member count drops down to 5 or fewer residents? How can current resident coalition members help with recruitment? As you recruit, it's also important to consider how to orient new members so the transition process is as seamless as possible. Another way to promote sustainability is to create new roles for residents and community organizations to support the resident coalition. First, consider the leadership roles residents could take over to promote sustainability. For example, residents can co-facilitate meetings, remind members of their action items between meetings, and share updates, questions, and strategy ideas with local collaboratives and organizations. It's important to think about what skills residents will need to carry out these new roles, and how to help residents build needed skills both during and between coalition meetings. For example, some residents may ask for support in building communication, public speaking, advocacy, and leadership skills. Next, consider the roles local organizations and collaborative groups could take on to support the resident coalition. This is especially relevant for organizations or groups that directly benefit from the resident coalition, such as groups that get resident input on their decisions. For example, local organizations and groups could support the resident coalition by allocating some of their staff's time to facilitate meetings or coordinate logistics. They could also offer space or venues for the resident coalition to meet, and help with providing transportation for coalition members or childcare during meetings. All of these roles can help with maintaining a resident coalition's activities and supports, as well as reinforcing the value of the coalition in the community. Check out the links under this video for resources to help plan for sustainability of the resident coalition. Thanks for watching the final video in the Building a Resident Coalition series. Be sure to share these videos with anyone interested in supporting resident coalitions in your community. Find additional resources to support resident engagement and community change in the links below.